Alexander pulls out his magic map. Words we're going to hear a lot of. We have three islands we can go to. Isle of Wonder, Isle of the Sacred Mountain, or Isle of the Beast. Take your pick, and we shall head there now. You've got, what, 30 seconds to pop some opinions in? Wonder, Mountain, Beast. Wonder! Wonder! Okay, Isle of Wonder.
Alexander feels a strange...
Isle of Food! Alright, fair enough. Thanks for coming along. Enjoy dinner. Ah. Behold, the Isle of Wonder. Ooh.
Alexander wades into the sea to get the strange object in the water. The ocean currents tug at Alexander's legs. That object is just a bit out of reach.
Are we making Alexander go for an extra reach? It's just a bit out of reach.
Alexander wades deeper into the sea to get the strange object in the water. The underwater toe is amazingly strong here. It pulls ferociously at Alexander's legs.
I love the way you call it before it happened.
Before Alexander can retreat, the currents grab his legs. The shifting sand vanishes from beneath his feet. Against his best efforts, he is dragged out to sea.
Bye, Alexander. We're doing a lot of water death.
Pull Alexander under. As Alexander struggles to the surface for the third and last time, he finds himself wishing he'd paid more attention to the warning signs of an undertow.
Okay, third death for Alexander.
Nothing like getting swept off your feet.
Okay, restore. Try exclamation mark items for the different items. So, magic smap. That should work. Oh, there's a cooldown between the individuals. So it'll be on cooldown for, what, a minute or two? That should be okay. Yeah, it'll still be on cooldown. But it should tell you when it's on cooldown, which is a bit odd. Okay. Alexander pulls out his magic map. Isle of Wonder.
Alexander feels a strange pulling sensation.
Ah, redeem Sierra. My fault. I don't know my own interface.
Why aren't you asleep like the other oysters?
Oh, I'm so weary, but I can't sleep. I have a terrible ache in my mouth.
He's got a terrible ache in his mouth. Well, we have a really boring book.
If you're having trouble sleeping, perhaps you'd like me to read to you.
Hey, that would be great.
Two dulcimers raised to the degree of 40 half-dulcimers, divided into equal parts by the third of a cackle of grouse geese, put over the result of 10 fine mackles, albeit small fine mackles, stretched over the total of 53 bottles of wild beast lard.
That should be
Yields
lower.
a gilded minnow of precise measurements, 2,069
My fault.
centidrills by 3,023 and 6/7 puns, not punts, as might be expected.
I should fix it.
This is not to say,
Let's try
however,
again.
in any sense whatsoever, that deviation
It's good, isn't it?
in mean temperature of 5 or 6 dregs or so.
Ah, shit.
Alexander sees nothing of interest.
Oh,
in that.
come on. Ah.
indicate a fabrication or derivation
Sufficiently
sufficiently
broad
broad enough to
exacerbate
exacerbate the
the conclusions
conclusions
uncovered in due course with regards to the
dimensions,
dimensions, consistency, mass, or thickness inherent in the menial circling grouse. Got it.
Alexander makes a grab for the pearl.
Yeah, part timing, and I missed the area on the last one.
Hey! You fixed my mouth! It feels great!
And he's off.
Ah, the little oyster drifts into peaceful slumber with the rest of his oyster friends.
Oh, that would be cool. Right, let me do a quick... Not F12, F5. Save. Let's overwrite Magic Smack for this one. Okay, up we go.
Alexander hears someone coming.
Watch for a foreign man, said he, with ears and nose, tongue, hands and eyes. Its nature cannot be disguised. If man it be, then man it dies. Okay, so bunch of senses. Smell your smell. Do that which you do so well. So you get smell, hear, taste, touch, and see. And at the minute, we are a little lacking in things for senses. Oh.
Alert, my brothers, as we feared, a man has landed here. A man, so Sarah knows, into the waiting sea goes.
Oh, come on, not another water death. But at least this one comes, you know, a little differently. And you get a face full of Alexander.
The gnomes toss Alexander too far out into the sea for him to get his footing. The currents drag him under.
Alexander can't get his footing when it's... Up we go. Death! Death!
Guess those gnomes couldn't reach a consensus.
Consensus. He is terrible. I mean, why would royalty need to swim, right? Okay. So this is as far as we can get into this island. That's it.
Alexander pulls out his magic map.
I don't have a badum-tish. I need to put one in. So, next... We've got to excuse a full plate. No. Beast or mountain? One of these is going to need me to go get the manual. Beast!
Alexander feels a strange pulling sensation.
Oh, I did put one in! Oh, Smurf! Was I like suffering from massive hip pain or COVID? So I forgot. I can't remember. I genuinely. I do not want help. No, thank you. I'm great. Head injury, I think. Yeah. I'm fine, thank you. I'm perfectly happy with this game. But you're more than welcome to say to hang around and say hello. Before COVID happened here. Yeah. Okie dokes. Off we go. So, we get...
A pond lies across the path. The water boils as if over some magical flame.
Oh, as if we're... Oh, no. Right, so let's have a quick...
Alexander, not being an expert on poisonous mushrooms, decides not to...
Really, Alexander?
...tasting the local variety.
Really, Alexander? I mean, you'll do anything else that potentially leads to an endpoint, you know?
An old abandoned hunter's lamp is hanging on one of the trees. Alexander wonders who might have hunted in these dense woods.
Oh. There's a
Alexander
route.
is traveling on a path through a dense forest. The woods on either side of the path are teeming with wildlife. Blocking his progress north is a pond that boils with a magical intensity.
I can't remember if we can kill him with this.
Alexander decides to
Oh,
leave the boiling
yes! Oh!
pond, and soon realizes a deep sympathy for soup vegetables as he
Soup
learns the meaning
vegetables!
of being in a stew.
Okay. Go on, what's the pun?
It looks like Alexander's in a bit of a stew.
Oh, come on. You used stew twice. Okay. So we can't cross it because it's too hot. Fair enough. So there's nothing. There's a
little fawn is
little
feeding on
fawn.
a grassy hillock near the sea.
Kill fawn. No, wait.
The fawn is too busy eating. Alexander resists the temptation to pet the fawn, thinking he might frighten it.
Can we walk up to the fawn? Oh no! 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 Get back on the frickin' land. We're not having that one. That one doesn't count. Okay, so that's as far as we can get on Beast. As far as we can get for the minute on Wonder, we need additional bits, which gives us...
Alexander feels a strange pulling sensation.
Ah! So we get a black feather.
Alexander notices an unusually large coal-black feather lying on the beach.
Nope. Go get that.
Alexander takes the feather.
And...
there's an ugly flower growing near the base of the cliff.
Ugly flower.
Alexander picks the flower and is startled by its hideously strong skunk-like odor. For a moment, he can smell nothing else.
Okay, so we need to satisfy 5 senses. We need to satisfy touch, smell, taste, sight, and sound. Okay. I am not doing the cliff yet. We will come back to the cliff very shortly. But what we are going to do...
Alexander pulls out his magic map.
We know where to get sound from.
Alexander feels a strange pulling sensation.
We can go get the nightingale to satisfy sound. Off we go. Sing Sing still sat in a tree. But we don't know it's Sing Sing yet. The cliff will be needed soon. Oh! And something just got emptied out.
Alexander sorts through the odds and ends that the pawn shop owner dumped into the pot. Near the bottom, Alexander finds a little glass bottle labeled ink. It appears to be empty, but Alexander decides to take it anyway. You never know when a small bottle will come in handy.
Let's...
Alexander's carrying a little ink bottle. It appears to be empty.
It appears to be empty.
There's no reason to use... Alexander decides to open the empty ink bottle.
It's stuck. It's... Whoa! The ink bottle isn't empty at all. It's full of invisible ink.
Shock and horror. Magician had invisible ink.
Strong, but not bad.
And I love that this isn't a massive revelation. Like, my gods, I've just found something incredible. It's like, it's not that potent.
Good day, Prince Alexander.
Okay.
I have this copper coin. Is it of any value to you at all?
Most interesting. I have never seen a Daventry coin before, but
Oh, thank you! Most appreciated.
I
Cooper
might
is
even
now
find a
following.
buyer who is interested in foreign currency. The items on the front counter are the only things in the store that I can let go for the price of 1 copper. You may make your choice from there.
Alexander looks
So,
at the items on the counter to
Make
his
his
selection.
selection. So we know we're going to need the Nightingale.
That mechanical nightingale looks intriguing. I believe I'll take it.
Very well. Your coin is well spent. Remember,
5 so far and doing well.
I am always willing to take back my own goods in trade.
To be fair, we are looking for them. We've had a stressful few weeks. We're killing Alexander in any way, shape or form. And we've still got the cliffs to go. And this mouse isn't liking me today. So many water deaths. I hadn't realised how many individual types of water deaths there were. Right, let's get to the island again.
Alexander pulls out his magic map.
Over we go. Back to the Isle of
Alexander
Wonder.
feels a strange pulling sensation.
It's alright, we all do. Okay, we'll get a save in first. I'm happy to say we have already had 1 gnome death, so we should be able to go
Alexander
through.
hears someone coming.
Possibly. Might have caused family levels of trauma.
Watch for a foreign man, said he.
With ears and nose, tongue, hands and eyes, its nature cannot be disguised. If man it be, then man it dies. Okay. Smell your smell. Do that which you do so well. Okay, smell up.
Alexander holds the flower of stench out to the gnome with the jumbo nose.
Okey dokes.
Tom Trow I am, that's all I'll be. My nose knows all on land and sea.
He sounds like I do.
A flower of stench has washed ashore. A flower 'tis all, and nothing more.
He needs to do a lap flow.
Listen, hark you, Roland, do your duty as you
Ears.
With your ears, please tell us more.
Alexander winds the tin nightingale and plays it for the gnome with the monumental ears.
You think he'd have been cottoned on to the winding up. But no, he's fooled.
A way to spy. My ears cannot be told a lie. A nightingale is all there be. No man is near, and so say me.
Okay.
Taste the rump that we might know whether
Friend or whether foe. Taste. Mint.
Alexander holds the mint out for the gnome with the gigantic mouth.
Grumflump knows a tasty treat. It matters not what others bleat. No danger is this one so sweet. use your hands. Is it beast or is it man?
Dokes. Rabbit's foot. The soft
Alexander
rabbit's
holds the
foot.
rabbit foot out for the gnome with the huge hands.
The rabbit's foot that's now got wet after being thrown in the sea several times.
Be all you mad? What aileth thee? A bunny can't trill merrily. A hare does not at all taste sweet.
Rabbit meat is quite sweet.
Is all we greet.
Old Bill Batter, never fatter. Vision can resolve this matter.
You think they'd lead with him?
End this chatter.
Okay.
Alexander pours the contents of the empty-looking ink bottle over himself.
By all that's beauteous, fair, and sightly,
For morons do I sleep with nightly. I love that line.
Nothing there at all, I say. Enough of this. Let's now away.
Such a good line. Well, wait a sec. Apparently, yes. I mean,
Alexander
I'm imagining a sort of a...
the guards.
To be honest, given the writing, I'm guessing more of a dwarves kind of arrangement. Snow White and the dwarves kind of arrangement. Where they all have one shared bed and they do nightly orgies. So...
Alexander picks up the object floating in the water. It appears to be a
Yeah.
string of letters. They say, "Where are you going?"
Where are you going?
Alexander decides to keep the odd sentence, even though it is incomplete.
Where are you going? That's enough to give you a crisis on its own. Okay. So, we can go north or we can go east. North takes us for... both directions take us further into the island. Which way would we like to go, folks? North or east? East. North. There's a split. Northeast. Let's go north then. No spike. And we're into Swampy. Okay.
That bump on the log does not look particularly conversational to Alexander. Alexander takes a bottle of milk from the milkweed bush.
Okay. Guard dog.
The dogwood tree
Dogwood.
doesn't like Alexander standing that close.
But we got milk.
Alexander sees no point in trying to talk to that stick in the swamp. That bump on the log does not look
Oh. Oh,
The
Alexander.
log sinks beneath Alexander's weight. He feels himself being sucked slowly but firmly down into the muck. As the marshy water fills Alexander's mouth, he thinks that although he'd always wanted to try a mud bath, this is hardly what he had in mind.
Down he goes.
Do you ever get that sinking feeling?
Sinking feeling. Where are you going? Okay, back north. Let's go get our milk.
Alexander takes a bottle of milk from the milkweed bush. Apparently, the dogwood tree doesn't like Alexander standing that close.
Let's talk.
My
through.
dear tree, is it true that your bark is worse than your bite?
mucky swamp is no place for extensive hands-on exploration.
Yeah.
The mucky
You get some of the best animation in 6, I think. 7 has the Disney-fied graphics, which are nice, but it lacks a level of detail. 5 is good, but is ridiculously hard and has some moon logic puzzles beyond all belief. 6 has the balance. Okay.
Hello. Aren't you a bunch of fine-looking young plants?
Apparently, the baby's tears haven't learned to talk yet.
Good day, tomato vines.
Good morning.
Good day,
Good morning.
How did you manage to fall off the vine, Mr. Tomato?
What do you think? I'm old. I'm rotten. Yeah, leave me alone.
If you say so.
After all, you're just gonna let me sit here and rot on this dry ground like everybody else, aren't you?
Why, I don't know. I suppose...
Ah, never mind. Just go away. Ah. Hey, what do you think you're doing there? Get your hands off me. Hey!
Alexander picks up Rotten Tomato and puts him away. One never knows when one will need a rotten tomato.
Just ask Twitter. Okay.
Is that lettuce growing in the garden? It looks a little chilled. Why, it must be iceberg lettuce.
Iceberg lettuce. Iceberg lettuce.
Alexander picks a head of iceberg lettuce.
Okay.
Ye gads! Is that cold?
Those snapdragons don't like Alexander getting so close. There appears to be a hole in the garden wall.
Hole in the wall. Ah.
Through the hole in the wall, Alexander sees a land that resembles a giant chessboard. Wow, it really is a hole in the wall. Zounds, those wallflowers sure are shy, and the snapdragons are awfully protective of them. Alexander can't even get close to the wallflowers without causing quite a stir. Alexander decides to pick up the hole in the wall. A hole in the wall could be a very useful thing. Alexander startled the poor thing. It's run off to hide behind the wallflowers.
And now they're hidden.
The wallflowers, overcome with shyness at Alexander's approach, cluster together and cover the hole in the wall. Alexander can't get it.
Okay, so we can't get to the hole in the wall behind the wallflowers.
Greetings, ladies. How charming you look today.
The wallflowers are too shy to talk to Alexander.
Ah. Grab a quick save.
Checkmate! Only chess pieces allowed in chessboard land? That's right. Humans aren't allowed in and never will be. Stay out!
Only chess pieces are landed in check. Aha. Boom, 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 boom.
I must insist, Your Highness. I shall send a lump of coal to the Vizier and the Princess as a present for their wedding.
Coal.
And that's the end of it.
And I suppose you'll leave me with only this stupid spoiled egg to send, Your Highness. I want to impress the new king and queen of the realm as much as you do. As queen of this island, I have every right to that lump of coal.
Who isn't queen of this isle? The lump of coal is in my possession. Therefore, I shall do as I please with it. Besides, there's nothing wrong with that spoiled egg.
The egg, though delightfully spoiled, is not nearly so valuable as the lump of coal, and you know it. Your Highness always got to carry the singing stone. It's not fair that you get the coal too.
Okay, so they've got coal and a spoiled egg.
The singing stone was stolen by that horrid beast. I shall get to keep the coal just because my stone was stolen.
It wasn't your stone. It belonged to the Isle of Wonder treasury. Your Highness always thinks that everything is hers.
Excuse me, my good man, but could you settle an argument for us?
Which of us should get to carry the coal and which the egg? Remember, white is the color of deserving truth and virtue.
Quiet, Your Highness, and let him make up his own mind. I, for one, shall be more proper, and not even mention the fact that red is the color of love.
Oh boy.
I'm sorry, Your Majesties. I'm partial to both red and white, but I'm afraid that I
Aren't we all just a little bit partial to red and white?
One of you will just have to be
In, 750ml bottles.
What a ridiculously stupid idea.
Quite ludicrous.
He was a lot of help, wasn't he?
Oh, yes. Obviously a man of high intelligence.
Yeah.
The lump of coal
There is
goes
one to go in the
much
fridge.
better with my gown anyway. Black and red are imperial colors.
I mean, you can't argue with that bit of logic.
I ever heard. Red does not go with anything, being much too self-conscious. White is the perfect accompaniment to any color.
I mean, white does go with fish, so arguably yes.
Alexander picks
But
up
Prosecco might be pushing it. Okay, so we get a scarf. Let's do a quick save off the back of that, because I'm a little paranoid. So, we have a scarf, we've got the poem, we've got the tomato, we've got quite a bit so far. Okay, let's go south. How are we on time? We're nearly 8. Our iceberg's probably melting. It's not melted yet. Wow. Okay, there is another side to this island. Okay. I can't remember.
Piles of stacked books, looking ready to topple at any moment, have been arranged haphazardly on the sandy ground.
We're up to nightmare fuel.
Piles of stacked books, looking ready to... Piles...
Hey, hands off the goods there, son.
Oh, sorry.
Oh. He won't interact with you yet. Okay, right, fine. Let's go have a look at the spider.
Wow. Hiya, gorgeous. Ooh, what a luscious-looking hunk of flesh you are.
Thank you, I guess. Who are you?
How
Oh, it has, hasn't it?
charming not to know. I'm Black Widow, of course. The femme fatale of all femme fatales. Know what I mean?
Find my camera.
You know, I was just thinking it was time I found my 50th, another husband. It would be quite a horror, an honor to have me as a bride. Just look at my beautiful weaving. It's so light, so delicate. You'll never want to leave my little nest.
It is a lovely web, but my heart is elsewhere, I'm afraid.
Oh, drat! I mean, well, the loss is yours. I'm sure you'll change your mind once you consider the advantages.
There we go. Oh, we can try. Let's have a natter with her.
Have you changed your mind? My offer of dead wedlock is still open.
Dead wedlock.
An intricately detailed spider's web has been spun between a pile of books and a small tree.
That scrap of paper blew into my web from those books over there. The wind just thinks it can deposit anything here.
Alexander reaches out to touch the Black Widow.
Ah, how sweet the matrimony. I knew you'd change your mind.
Alexander feels the sharp prick of the Black Widow's teeth. Then, a strange burning sensation.
I mean, it makes change from a strange pulling sensation, right? Or a strange wet sensation. And he's down! Alexander's out for the count.
Ah, a widow again.
Hey Google, turn office light on, please. That's just perpetuating myths. Okay. Down we go. Come on. We've got our milk. Go to the right. Let's go have a quick nosy back at her.
Wow.
We know who she is.
You know. Oh, drat!
Scarlet wasn't available for this piece.
Hey, don't touch that thread!
Pull the thread.
Alexander snatches the scrap of parchment, curious to see what's written on it.
Love.
The wind blows the scrap of paper from Alexander's hand, but he remembers what it said well enough.
So
I don't remember if there's anything else you can do with her.
Alexander should read the books if he wants to get in.
Oh.
Maybe later. Okay, well, back we go. Right, so we've got the... We've done the scrap of paper, we've done the bit with the Black Widow. That's melting away. Is it going to be enough? Let's go find out.
Alexander pulls out his magic mat.
Back to the beast.
Alexander.
We'll go and see if we can go and cool that down. Go cool the hot water down.
Hoping to cool down the boiling pond, Alexander throws in a head of iceberg lettuce.
Bingo.
The pond's water slowly stops boiling, cooled by the ice. It still looks hot, but bearable. Alexander decides to brave the steaming pond.
Ouch! Ow! Ooh, 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 ouch!
The pond is no longer boiling, but it's hardly bathwater.
Oh, come on.
Alexander takes the old hunter's lamp from the tree.
Now you have an old lamp. I'm terrible with the puns today. I'm just not getting anywhere. Aha!
Down the path, he gets the strange feeling that he's being watched.
Come on over here and see what I'm doing with these flowers. Never mind that stone fella on top of the gate. He won't hurt you any. He's just there to scare you.
We ready? I mean, he seems to be following us around, doesn't he?
You want...
That's odd.
Oh, no, 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 no. No, 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 no. We're doing this one properly. Come on.
As Alexander continues down the path, he gets the strange feeling that he's being watched.
Come on over here and see what I'm doing with these flowers.
Yep. Ready, set. We'll go as fast as we can. You don't even have to time your own Wilhelm scream for that one. It comes built in.
That move was slightly erroneous.
Erroneous. Okay.
As Alexander continues down the path, he gets the strange feeling that he's being watched.
Come on over here and see what I'm doing with these...
I'm Alexander of Daventry. Who are you?
What difference does it make? Just come on over here. I'll tell you my life history if you still want to hear it.
It's sus.
A stone archer sits atop the lintel of the gate like a silent guardian.
Yes, he is.
His stone bow is tightly drawn and
don't trust him. No.
Arrow.
We don't trust him. We've already had the death from him. Oh, that looks like a brick. That definitely looks like a brick.
Lies in the grass. It must have come from the old brick wall.
Ken has brick? What brick?
Alexander picks up the brick.
Can I use the... I can't remember what I use as the shield.
Throwing the brick at the stone archer might scratch his marble, but it won't stop the archer's vigilant watch over the path.
I think, if I remember correctly, I need the shield, but it comes back later.
To me, are you? Well, we'll just see about that.
Bye-bye.
That's odd. The gardener just disappeared.
Gardener did just disappear. Okay, back over we go. Hot. Definitely hot. Come on. Come on, it's the edge of a map. You can do it. Don't go in the water. Let's get a saving. We're gonna have to go and do the thing, I think.
Alexander pulls out his magic map.
Yep. It's time for the mountain.
Alexander feels a strange pulling sensation.
Oh, thank you. Appreciate the follow.
Is now following.
Okay, so this is copy protection time. So King's Quest. I played them not when he immediately came out. I played this one in 95, 96. You couldn't get past this part. Oh.
There appears to be something etched into the face of the cliff.
Alexander decides to get closer. Okay. So ignorance kills, wisdom elevates is rise. I don't have the manual open yet. Because no internet. We had the manual. So the first one's easy. R-I-S-E.
Huge blocks of stone erupt from the granite cliffs. Alexander stares with wonder. That's quite a way to welcome a guest, if indeed
it is a welcome. The real fun is getting up here. Well, I say without killing him. We're going to have to kill him once anyway. Or at least a couple of times. Are you going to give me control back?
There's nothing of interest.
Thank you. Okay. So, we suffer from Geralt's glass ankles. They did a few. But yeah, I hear you.
Oh no.
Alexander loses his balance. He's like...
Whoa, whoa, whoa!
Oh, he survived that one.
Hey!
Wow. Is he gonna... I'm sure I managed to kill him on the first screen. I am upset if I have to go to the second screen to kill Alexander. I'm going to have to go to the second screen. We were Mac users, and Sierra didn't port much. We had... I mean, we were PC users, so... but we played to death out the King's Quest games. And we didn't have a lot else, to be fair. Oh, no! That's the obligatory kill.
That wasn't a very logical step.
Logical step. So there's our obligatory. Okay. Oh, up we go. At the time I found seemed so arbitrary. What, the death? Or... We're taking one of every potential death option that comes along to explore all of the witticisms, etc. So we know that we can kill him by taking him off the cliff, so we are doing.
Alexander examines the strange etchings in the face of the cliff.
A master of languages will soar is the answer, but unfortunately you need the bloody hieroglyphs. So let me go get it up. Where are you? That's not helpful. Ignorance kills, wisdom elevates. That's the first one. Rise. Master of languages will... Using the guidebook, find the ideograms that correspond to the letters S-O-A-R. Yes. Thank you. Just open the thing. Thanks. So, S looks like that. O looks like a little face. A looks like a football field with a line going down the middle. R is like a little wingy bird.
The stone beneath Alexander's feet
There we go.
trembles as more steps emerge
I did
from
not
the
play the
granite
Black
cliffs.
Cauldron. I may add that to my list. I'm pretty sure I haven't played the Black Cauldron. I played something that was so-so. No, didn't play Back Cauldron game. No, no. Oh, I see. What did Sierra come out with that was Tobin's Torrens Quest? That was an original IP. Oh, so many that went with, hey, let's do 1 pixel. Doing the cliffs is fine once you realise that his positioning is underneath his left foot, underneath his ankle. But you have to know it's there. And you can still accidentally kill him. It's definitely easier with a modern mouse on a modern machine. Okay.
Alexander examines the strange etchings in the
Next
face of
one.
the cliff.
So, 4 men standing in a row. Third from the left, and down you go.
Nothing happens.
That's fine.
Alexander
Third from the
Alexander
left,
gets the feeling that was the wrong button.
and down you go.
Oops!
It just takes one away.
What a riddle. Stones of stealth.
Find a guide to keep your health. Okay. So,
Alexander examines the strange etchings in the face of the cliff.
4 men standing in a row. Third from the left and down you go. The rest in order move you on. The youngest, the oldest, and the second son. Or is it the other way around? It's the other way around.
Alexander.
The youngest, the oldest, and the second son. There we go.
Alexander.
Up we go again. We go.
Alexander examines
the strange etchings. Sacred 4 is color azure, emotion tranquility, animal caterpillar element, air. O, D, Q, and G. Which is dude face, castle, Q, which is a weird looking escalator, and G, which is the N. There we go.
The stone beneath Alexander's feet trembles as more steps emerge from the granite cliffs.
And then the last one is ascend. Start with rise, soar, and ascend. It's almost like we're in a set of cliffs.
Alexander
go.
examines the strange etchings in the face of the cliff. The stone beneath Alexander's feet trembles as more steps emerge from
Right.
the granite cliffs.
That should be the last one. So, I mean, if you couldn't get past this point in the game, that means the copy protection works. That's one of the rare occasions where copy protection did its job.
Alexander finds himself finally at the top of the cliffs.
There we
Exhausted,
go.
he steps over the lip of the plateau and stands.
Why do you make such an effort to climb the cliffs, young man? The winged ones who live on this island have the power of flight.
They do.
You could have it too, if you'd only eat a berry from this magical flying nightshade bush.
Nightshade bush. I mean, the word nightshade already has me twitching. For my own reasons.
See?
Me and Alexander are bros.
Make you float like a petal on the wind. Try some.
Now, if I try and pick up the nightshade, let's do a quick save. Nightshade bros. If I just try and...
Alright.
he will try some of the berries. Okay, fine. I mean, just pick it up.
Goody. Eat quickly,
Just
dear
pick it up.
boy, and I'll show you the way to the Lord and Lady of this island.
What?
Slightly bitter, pretty one.
Deserved, Wilhelm.
And then there's some land I have for sale in the death bogs of Tamir.
That's a good one. Fine.
It would be rather rude to crawl into that cave with the old woman standing right in front of it.
But who are you, matron?
Who cares? I mean, I am only a poor old woman.
He needs a couple of brain cells.
Handsome stranger. Think of me as your grandmama, if you like. Come, stranger. All right then, stay tied to the ground like a load of lead. See if I care. You
Human.
How odd. The old woman just disappeared in a cloud of smoke. Perhaps those berries are even more powerful than she led Alexander to believe.
Look, an intruder.
This is bad.
How did you get up here, human?
I climbed the cliffs.
That is not possible. No one has solved the cliffs of logic in several centuries. And if the cliffs were to be solved, it would certainly not be by a human.
I didn't mean to trespass. I only wanted to visit this beautiful island.
No visitors have been welcome on the Isle of the Sacred Mountain in years. Not since the Red and White Queens had spies in the guise of friendly visitors steal our island's sacred golden fleece.
Golden
But we will
fleece.
not display such foolish trust again. You will have to answer to Lord Azure and Lady Ariel. They will determine what will be done with you.
They like a lot of
I
A's.
assure you, it will not be pleasant.
Off we go.
With what trickery did you master the cliffs of logic and reach the city of the winged ones?
The guide book.
Only the magic of clear thought, my lord. I meant no harm.
I mastered it with the aid of copy
Cliffs
protection.
of logic. It is the sacred oracle's prophecy, Azure.
Yes, Ariel. It is lucky for you, human, that climbing the cliffs of logic is part of a prophecy that I cannot
Monster
ignore.
prophecy!
We have just been ordered by Wazir Al-Hazred himself to dispose of any strangers that might land on our fair isle. But the prophecy would have a different fate befall
Hey, his
you.
chest tip's not getting cold.
The prophecy predicts that whosoever climbs the cliffs of logic will defeat the Minotaur. The Minotaur has violated our sacred catacombs and eats our young in sacrifice. Our own daughter, Lady Celeste, was taken there only this morning as his most recently demanded offering.
You know, often when you hear this kind of story,
Whom
the
shall
royals
I
don't
obey
care
in
until it's
regards to
their
your
own
fate,
kids
the
going up for
oracle or
sacrifice.
the crown? But since Al-Hazred did not dictate how I was to dispose of intruders, and since you cannot possibly survive the catacombs, your imprisonment there should serve both purposes quite admirably.
I will not resist you in this, my lord. I shall do my best to save your daughter.
First, I must tell you that the catacombs are a labyrinth of rooms, a place of exceeding danger. You will need many tools and clear wits to survive it.
Azure, he must be allowed time to prepare for the task, if only in the slight chance that he could
I love
actually
that.
save our
You are our
Celeste.
prisoners, but take time to go and prepare. Wait, what?
Very well. Intruder, my guards will take you to the beach. Prophesied hero or spy, any soldier must be granted time to prepare for battle. Be warned, if you have the courage to actually return to the Isle of the Sacred Mountain and face your destiny, my guards will have orders to take you to the catacombs on sight.
I understand, Lord Azure.
If by some miracle you succeed, human, the prophecy grants you a visit with the sacred oracle. Her powers are mighty, her vision all-seeing. Many of our own citizens would be willing to risk certain death in the catacombs for a chance at a meeting with the oracle. May that thought give you the courage to return.
Oh, I will return, Lady Ariel.
I love they have to
my
put a
word.
sweetener in. It's like you risk certain. You're facing certain death. Death on death on death upon death. Oh, okay. But we're gonna let you go. Oh, okay, fine. I'm gonna go now. Bye. But you might want to return. I might want to return to face certain death. To face certain death because the oracle is a thing. Right. Okay. That makes perfect sense. Right. Oracle DB version 12. So where are we up to? What have we done?
Alexander pulls out his magic map.
We have got a lamp. We can't get any further on the island of the beast yet. There is additional things that we can do in Wonder. Let's go back
Alexander
to
feels a
Crown. I think we are up to wrapping up for tonight.
A nightingale perches on a high branch.
He's not back yet.
Hello.
Ah!
I will be right up.
Hello.
Now, what can I do for you?
You. I want him.
Good day, sir. Is there anything you can tell me about the land of the Green Isles?
I'm sorry,
but I have no time for idle conversation. I'm too worried about the princess.
Excuse me again, sir. You mentioned the princess.
Maybe it's a bit too
I
flowery.
told you I'm not interested in talking to strangers.
Excuse me.
I told
Alexander is carrying an old, battered hunter's lamp. The lamp.
Okay. He's so worried he went to a bookstore to read a book. Well, yeah.
Alexander doesn't remember that sign being on the wall before. He decides to take a closer look. It's a proclamation. It reads, "Citizens rejoice," announcing the royal wedding and coronation of Wazir Abdul al-Hazred and Princess Kasima.
Oh no!
For reasons of security, the wedding will not be open to the public. Long live the new king and queen of the land of the Green Isles.
These bloody royals.
Alexander feels his stomach turn at the thought of the dread event. If he doesn't do something soon, Kasima will be another man's wife.
Not the end of it. Is the... Oh.
A key-shaped...
No, not the archway.
Alexander searches for a way to... Alexander It's a...
There's nothing else there, is there? Okay, cool.
Your candy dish is empty.
Smurf. Hey! You timed that well. I'm pretty much wrapping up.
I'm sorry, sir, but I have no more mints. Somebody has eaten them all.
Well, get some more then.
I fear that is impossible. Without the ferry, I can no longer get imports from the other islands, and we do not grow mint extract on the Isle of the Crown.
Oh, I hate not getting what I want.
So, no more mints.
The mint dish is empty.
We're still carrying the poem. Right.
Alexander...
I'd like to trade this magic map back for my family ring, please.
As you wish, Prince Alex. I suppose you have had enough adventuring for now, eh?
Perhaps. Thank you, merchant.
We have a job to do. So, hopefully, he's still here. Shit!
Good day again. How may I help you?
If we... I'm wondering if it's worth popping back. No, because we're going to go through all that again. If I go back out before I get my ring back, is he still there? No, he's gone.
Again?
He's a one-shot, but he's worried about the princess. I'm wondering if it's worth going back. Trading my ring back and showing it to him before that happens. Okay. That was weird. Can we go in?
The huge door. Somebody obviously wants to keep something out, or something in.
Yup.
But who are you?
Who cares?
How can this
Listen, son, I'll be happy to answer any questions you like, but only if you at least taste these delicious
I'm not tasting these delicious berries. We know I'm not tasting these delicious.
Listen, son.
And she's off.
How odd.
Oh, excellent.
The old woman just disappeared in a cloud of smoke. Perhaps those berries are even more powerful than she led Alexander to believe.
Right. That allows us to fix a few things before we go any further. Into the hole. Hole.
Alexander crawls through the small opening in the rock. Alexander finds himself in a dark cave. Alexander can't...
You want to bet?
Dead end. Dead end. Since it's so dark...
Alexander won't do anything much inside the cave. Okay. Ooh. Is that the nightshade? That's the nightshade.
Alexander crawls...
Oh. So it's a dark cave. Okay. Back down.
Oops.
Alexander has plenty of time to rethink his logic as he falls past the riddles of the logic cliffs.
The thing is, we were already there. Right.
That wasn't a very logical...
No, it wasn't. Okay. Back to the Nightshade Bros. I can't use the map from here, can I? Yep, no. Oh. I have to piss the old woman off enough first.
How can this...
Listen, son.
How can...
Come on.
Listen.
How odd.
Okay. Down. I know it's doable. Yes! Okay.
Alexander climbs carefully down.
Okay, we're down. We know that the cave at the top needs a lamp.
Alexander
Pulls out his magic map. Let's go get the lamp.
Alexander. There's no...
No, we don't want to put the rock on there. Sing Sing's still around. We know what's his name's going to be over there.
Your candy dish is empty.
I am sorry, sir, but I have no more mints. Somebody has eaten them all.
Well,
I hate not getting what I want. We can exchange the map temporarily.
I'd like to trade...
As you...
Perhaps.
We might have what's his name next door? Yes.
Hello. I will be right up. Now, what can I do for you?
Good day, sir. Is there anything you can tell me about the land of the Green Isles?
I'm sorry, but I have no time for idle conversation. I'm too worried about the princess.
Excuse me again.
I told you.
Not interested in talking to strangers. Well, I'm not a stranger.
Determined to learn more about the strange man's relationship with the princess, Alexander shows the man his insignia ring and formally introduces himself.
I'm sorry to insist, but my name is Alexander of Daventry, and...
I appreciate the offer of the ring, Alexander, but I'm afraid I'm already spoken. Daventry? Where have I heard of Daventry? Flying flit mice.
Flip
You
mice.
must be
Flip mice
Prince
is great.
Alexander. Cassima told me about you when she arrived home. How came you here?
Well, it involved a
By a
full
ship
crew
now wrecked
and
upon
dashing
the
them on the
sand.
rocks, but hey.
You know Cassima? She truly spoke of me?
Yes, I saw her briefly when she first returned home. She mentioned a prince to me, Prince Alexander of Daventry. I'm afraid that was before
That's
she
not
was
us.
told about her parents'
We're
deaths.
Prince Salamander of pageantry.
You see, she arrived home a few weeks too late. The king and queen thought they'd never see her again. It is said they died of heartbreak.
Knife
I'm
through the heart
afraid
is
she
heartbreak.
sprained herself.
What a terrible homecoming. If we had only known.
Terrible indeed, poor thing. Everyone in the kingdom seems to despair with her these days. The streets.
The emphasis
are
in that
silent.
statement's important.
Where is
Despair
she
with
now?
her rather than despair
The
with her.
princess is sequestered in mourning. It's a rather dated tradition, and not required, but the Wazir says she insisted out of respect.
Mm-hmm.
I see. You've yet to say who you are and how you know the princess.
I? Oh, pardon me. My name is Jalo.
Jalo!
Clown to the royal court, and had been since the marriage of Casima's parents, King Calipham and Queen Alaria. Oh, those
But we
were
shall
the
call
happy
you Two
days.
Flower.
The pair of them were so full of joy and life, so in love. And Casima's birth. It would be hard to explain how long they had waited, how they had hoped for a child. I mean, she was such a charming little thing, smart as a whip, kind and sweet. Oh, she means everything to this kingdom, Alexander, and to me. I'm so terribly worried about her.
You said that already.
About her grief over her parents, you mean?
Well, the truth is, I do not trust the Wazir or his plans for Cassima. I'm still living at the Castle of the Crown as court clown, his clown. But it is more to keep my ear to the ground than out of loyalty. I wish I knew what the princess thinks these days. If only I could find Sing Sing, Cassima's pet nightingale. I might be able to send the princess a message. As it is, I must wait for the end of her seclusion.
What can you tell me about the Wazir?
Now we know about Sing Sing.
Now there's a dangerous subject. His name is Abdul al-Hazred. He came to the kingdom 15 years ago. The king was fascinated by his knowledge and his fine-sounding ideas. It didn't take long for al-Hazred to convince the king to trust him with the minor problems of daily government. You see, Caliphim had a wife and a new daughter he wanted to spend time with. Al-Hazred became Wazir.
So he
And now?
neglected his royal duties,
Well,
handed
he's
it
had
off.
his eye on Cassima ever since she was a young girl. And she is the only thing between him and the throne.
Do you think he means to harm her?
Oh, I honestly don't know. I think he'd rather keep her as wife. But whatever his plans for the princess, he will use her to his best advantage. That's his way.
Perhaps he has charmed her. Perhaps she cares for him.
Really?
The Wazir is capable of anything. And Cassima must be vulnerable and lonely right now. Still, she has always instinctively distrusted him. Cassima has a good head on her shoulders. I'd be surprised if she's truly fallen for his words of love. Now I must return to the castle. Look, I don't want to arouse suspicion. I'll try to meet you here again later.
Thank you
Bingo.
for the information, Jalo. Be very careful.
So, now we know that the Nightingale is Sing Sing. So, we've met Jollo. Are we still carrying our Nightingale? Off he goes. We are. Sing Sing has gone from this scene. Yeah. Ooh.
Good day, Jollo. Greetings, my fine furred friends.
And we know that we can't get an audience, so, you know. Okay. Fine. Sing Sing's not coming back for a bit.
Good day, Prince Alexander.
Good day, sir.
The old man... The mint dish.
Can I trade you my ring for the...
Of course.
Okay, we're now back in... Oh, no. That was stupid.
Good.
We need the light box. So...
Would you mind...
Of course.
Alexander...
I believe I'll take the tinder...
Go get the tinderbox.
Very good, Prince Alex. Enjoy your tinderbox and bring it back anytime.
Thank you.
Oh, of course the bloody Nightingale's back.
Would you...
Of course.
Would you mind if I traded this in because the Nightingale's just turned up? Okay.
Thank you.
Wait. And I also need...
I'd like...
As you...
Perhaps.
Does Sing Sing disappear if I don't have... if I have my ring? Yes. Right.
Good.
Okay.
Can I trade...
Of course.
Okay. Let's play the Nightingale.
Alexander... The mechanical nightingale sings a sweet, tinny tune. The real nightingale in the tree cocks her head and listens intently. The nightingale flies to a lower branch and looks at Alexander curiously, as if she were deciding that this human might not be so bad.
Okay, now we're going to try giving the note.
Alexander has a... Alexander holds out the love poem to the nightingale, hoping that she perhaps is the nightingale that Jollo spoke of, and that she might be able to take the words of love to her mistress, Cosima. The nightingale swoops down and grabs the poem. She flies off towards the castle. Perhaps to Cosima?
Bingo!
Sing Sing, what have you found? A scrap of paper? Oh, this is no mere bit of paper, but words of love. Who sent this? It must have been Abdul. Oh, Sing Sing, will he never give up? You must be careful, pretty bird. Stay away from Abdul. I don't trust him so close to you. Now go!
That was wrong. That was wrong.
The little bird returns to her branch without the poem. Alexander...
Shit. Okay. Yeah. I was pretty sure I had to give Sing Sing the ring. But I'm guessing I can't give Sing Sing the ring until I'm ready to give Sing Sing the ring. Which means I need my item of equal value.
Alexander pulls out his...
Oh, the pearl! The pearl! Oh, the pearl! I'm an idiot. Back we go.
Good day.
Good day. Have some...
I found this large pearl.
Yes!
Might it be valuable enough to ransom back my family ring?
So I can give it away again?
I have never seen such a perfect pearl. Certainly you can have your ring back.
Oh, I'm glad you didn't sell it. I'm a bit attached to it, I'm afraid.
Yep, but I can give it away now.
Of course you are. You would be cold-hearted if you felt any differently. I am happy to see a family heirloom back with its rightful owner.
Okie dokes. Right, let's go down this way. You better still be here.
The mechanical... Alexander winds the mechanical nightingale and places it on the ground.
Here we go. Here we go.
The mechanical nightingale sings a sweet, tinny tune. The nightingale flies...
Yep. Okay. Go take my ring.
Alexander holds out his insignia ring to the nightingale, hoping she perhaps is the nightingale that Jallo spoke of, and that she might be able to take the ring to Cosima. The ring is the one thing he has that might alert Cosima to his presence on the Isles. The nightingale swoops down and grabs the ring. She flies off towards the castle, perhaps to Cosima.
Sing Sing, what have you got in your mouth, my pretty? A gold ring? Sing Sing, where did you get this?
I've just had another thought as to how to...
Daventry. But this is Alexander's ring. Oh, my soul, he must be here. Sing Sing, I wish you could tell me what you've seen. Is he really here then? On this very island? Oh, if only I could leave this castle as easily as you. Take this ribbon, Sing Sing. If you know where he is, return it to him. Please be careful, Alexander. It is so dangerous, and yet I could not wish you away.
The little bird makes a delivery. It's a red velvet hair ribbon. Could it be? Could it possibly belong to Cosima herself?
Or am I merely wishing it were so? Oh.
Alexander, what was it? What?
No, don't read the poem.
Alexander holds out the love poem, hoping that the bird will deliver it to the same place she took the ring, in the chance that the receiver might truly be Cosima.
This bird's going to get exhausted.
The nightingale swoops down, grabs the love poem, and takes it towards the castle.
Or potentially unionize.
Sing, sing, my sweet. You bring another present. Let me see. It is a poem, Sing Sing.
What was it when I looked at you? What power has chained me through and through, and binds my heart with links so tight, I cannot live without the sight of you.
Oh, Alexander.
Emphasis on the "and."
Return to you. Take this to him while he waits. Hurry, my fleet one.
Bingo.
The little bird makes a delivery. It's a note.
It's a note.
Dearest Alexander, I cannot believe you are here, my friend. Please, please be careful. Abdul isn't about to let anyone interfere with his plans. Watch out for Abdul's genie, Alexander, and do not do anything rash. I am not without resources, and I will prevail if I can only find some small means of defense.
Small
do
means
nothing
of
to try to get
defense.
to me. You must not be endangered again for my sake. Greatly in your family's debt, Cosima.
Alexander's hand trembles as he reads the note. For the first time in his long search, he has heard her voice again, if only in writing.
So, we need a means of defense for
No
Cosima.
words of love, only friendly concern.
Some 45 caliber should do it.
Is the maiden merely shy, or does she regard him only as a brother?
Okay, so we have done at least a couple of chunks of Sing Sing's puzzle. We should do the tinderbox, otherwise I'll forget. Get the tinderbox bit done, and then we'll wrap up for tonight because it's nearly 9 o'clock, and that'll be 3 hours of streaming, which I think is plenty. Good day. Okay, cool. And she keeps my ring. She's kept my ring. Of course she's kept my ring, which is why you can't do it the other way around. Let's go grab that. Let's go dump it on him.
Would you mind if I traded this in?
Of course, Prince Alex.
Alexander.
We go pick up the tinderbox.
Very good, Prince Alex.
Thank you.
We'll pop out. Sing Sing's waiting patiently. More means of defense. We go grab our magic map.
Pulls out his magic map.
Alexander pulls out his magic map. We pop to the Sacred Mountain again. We carefully climb the cliffs. Carefully. Come on. That was a dodgy foot placement on the last one. Love the bum note that came in. It's like, wait,
Alexander arrives at the top of the cliffs, somewhat winded after his long but uneventful climb.
Uneventful climb. Into the cave.
Alexander crawls through the small opening in the rock.
This time, we have the tinderbox, so we should be able to see.
Alexander finds himself in a dark cave.
Yep.
It feels... Alexander takes the candle from his tinderbox and uses the flint in the box to light it.
And this looks lovely. I do like the effect of lighting it this way. Off we go, and there's a hole right there.
Alexander crawls through the opening in the rock.
Which you could see anyway, but he won't let you use.
The lighting in this part of the cave is better. Alexander extinguishes the candle's flame and places it back in his pack.
Okay. And that lets us pick up the mint.
Alexander takes a few leaves from the plant. As he does so, a strong smell of peppermint is released. Ah.
And now we have peppermint.
Alexander crawls... Alexander...
Make sure we don't hit the nightshade on the way
Alexander.
Out. Go and see these guys.
Look.
To be fair, we've been through this conversation. So we will press the skip button a few times.
With what
Boing, boing. Back out we come, back down to the bottom of the cliffs. Oh! And we're now in a position where we can prep to face the Minotaur. So, save. Quick check in our inventory. We've got a rock, we've got a quill, we've got the stinky stuff. We've got a lamp, but without the old lamp for new guy hanging around. He comes later. Rabbit's foot, ribbon.
The lady's hair ribbon is made of the finest
red velvet.
A long strand of black hair is caught in the ribbon.
Hair.
There's no point. Alexander examines the red ribbon and finds a strand of long black hair.
Got a black hair.
The scarf is made of red silk.
Red silk. The tinderbox.
The old rotten tomato gives out.
You're ugly and you smell bad. Yeah, put me down before I juice all over you.
Okay. I think we're in a good spot. So, let's wrap up here for tonight. Save that. Excellent. Thank you very much, folks. We will next be tackling...
Alexander...
Good question. We have a whole chunk of stuff to do regarding the Minotaur and the... More than welcome. In the Sacred Mountain. We've got a whole chunk to do in each one of the islands, to be fair. We've got loads to go. Loads to play through on this. We'll take it off in chunks. We'll do a couple of hours each. We shall go and have a quick check to see who is raidable. And I see nothing. Nikki and Bunty's around. Aravel's around. Aravel's doing Power Wash Simulator. I think we'll go and say hello to Aravel. For a completely different change in tone for tonight. Something easy and something light. So, thank you very much. We will be carrying this on Fridays. Point and click adventure stuff goes on Fridays. We will hopefully be starting text adventures. Give me 1 second. Now, we will be starting text adventures on Tuesday, and the first... Oh, of course that happened. My first one has arrived. Moon Mist has arrived for the Atari ST. Might be better to put it on camera too. Oh, with all its feelies. So not only are we playing the text adventure, but we get to play with feelies as well on stream. So we will do Infocom after Infocom, but we'll also do the feelies as well. So I'll work out how to make the cameras work. We will do that on Tuesday. So Tuesdays for Infocom, Fridays for point-and-click adventure, and we'll carry that on. Not Tuesdays. Mondays for text adventures, Fridays for point-and-click, because Tuesdays is somebody else's stream. I don't want to conflict with their stream. We are off to raid Aravel. Thank you very much, folks. Only allows in-network raids. Oh. We won't raid an Aravel because she won't allow it. So Nikki and Bunty it is. All right. Thanks, folks. We'll see you. Well, we'll see you next week. We'll see you hopefully on Monday. Take care. 3, 2, 1, and we are off.